Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I am back with another video, and today I received this box from Modelones and I'm really excited for this one. I went ahead and opened it up and I'm going to quickly take out every item from the box, and don't you worry, we're going to go through each and every item together. First up is this cute little card that was in the box. I thought this was such a nice touch and I really liked the embossed rose in the center of the card. Really cute. I'm definitely going to be keeping it. Next up is this blooming gel. This is a 15 ml bottle, and in my opinion this is a very generous size bottle of blooming gel. Inside the box there's a little pamphlet with just basic instructions on how to use the gel and also some design ideas, and I thought this was really cute. Overall, I really liked the theme that the box and the bottle had. Such cool colors. Now we're going to go through this all-in-one 16-piece kit from Modelones. I'm going to quickly take out each item one by one and then we're going to go through everything together. First up are these really cute gemstones. They give me Aurora vibes. I really like these because they are on the more translucent side, which means whatever gel color you apply, they will pick up on. I really liked the fact that they came in different shapes like butterflies and hearts. Next up, I pulled out another nail art item, and these are these cute little sequence butterflies. I like that they came in different colors. Some are on the see-through side, and they also have this iridescent shift about them. Really cool. Next item are these two gel polishes, one black, one white. And upon opening the white gel, I can tell that they are more on the thicker side, which I actually don't mind because I prefer my gel polishes to be a little bit thicker because I find that they self-level very well. I really liked the peekaboo window so you can see the color of the gel. These are 7 ml, and if I grab the blooming gel bottle you can see how much smaller they are, but again this is a starter kit so you don't really need that much. These are just perfect to get you started. Now let's quickly look at the black, and it pretty much had the same viscosity as the white gel. Next up, I pulled out this Polygel bundle. It's got 2 polygels, and also you get a small bottle of slip solution. Now these are 15 grams, again on the smaller side, but it's perfect for someone who is a beginner. Also, the slip solution comes with a nice little seal on there so it doesn't spill, and you get about 15 ml of the slip solution, and I really like the tiny bottle that it comes in. Next up is this dual-ended brush. It's got a picker on the other side. You can never get enough of this type of a brush, and you can use a picker on the other side, sort of like as a spatula when you're mixing some colors, so it's very versatile. Next up, I'm pulling out a base coat and top coat little box. I noticed that the lid for the base coat is silver and the lid for the top coat is gold, and I love that they made that slight differentiation so you can be able to tell which bottle is which. And upon opening the base coat, it's more on the runnier side, the usual consistency for a base coat. and the top coat, I noticed it's more on the thicker side. Again, I really do enjoy gels that are on the thicker side because I find that they work well with nail art. Both these bottles are 7 ml, and again, if I grab the blooming gel bottle, you can actually see the size comparison. Next up, nothing fancy, just some standard dual forms. Next up is this cute little nail file. Next up, I pulled out this box for the color cube, and I really liked the holographic detailing all around the box. I honestly couldn't stop staring at it. It was so mesmerizing. I went ahead and opened the box, and I must say this is such smart packaging. Everything is just tucked away neatly. I noticed there's another brush in there and another instruction pamphlet. Now, taking a closer look at this brush, it looks like a normal flat brush. I really like the texture of the bristles. I also like that it has the logo on the brush, and that the lid can also help extend the brush, and once you're done, you just close the brush off and it stays nice and clean. Next up is this 9 shades solid cream gel. I really loved this packaging. It felt like such good quality and it felt nice and sturdy. And when you open it up, it's got this nice sticker on top of the gels just to protect them. It also just indicates if there are some water droplets on the gel. Everything is perfectly fine. You can continue using the gel. I must say the colors are absolutely stunning. And I noticed also when I was closing it, it's got a magnet that keeps it closed. It kind of gave me like a compact mirror vibe, you know, like eyeshadow. I really like the packaging. And then of course there is another instruction pamphlet just in case you're not sure how to use the product. I went ahead and pulled out the last item, but also just made sure that there isn't any other knickknacks in there. Again, I really like this cute bag that everything came in. I'm definitely going to be reusing it. The last item is the Meou lamp. This is an 8-watt lamp, and again, this is just great for flash curing. I went ahead and just quickly opened it up. And I love the fact that it kind of resembled a cat. And I really love that everything has an instruction manual just so you can go through it and make sure that you're using it correctly. One thing I like about this lamp is it's more on the broader side, so you definitely can fit in more than one finger. Next up is the USB cord, and let me tell you, this was long. Okay, I managed to fold this twice and it will definitely reach any wall plug. It doesn't come with a charging block though, but that isn't a problem. I really like the length of the cord. I went ahead and plugged it up just to make sure that it works and it switches on perfectly, and you can see you can fit more than one finger, which is really great. And if you look underneath, it's got 4 LED bulbs, which is more than enough to flash cure, and it comes with a on and off button, which is always a plus. So these are all the items that I received from the kit. Again, this is Model 1's all-in-one 16-piece starter kit, and I feel like this is great for beginners. Let's quickly go in and swatch the gel colors. I'm going in and starting with the black gel. Now we all know you always have to apply black gel quite thin so that the LED lights can penetrate and cure the gel all the way. Now because this gel is more on the thicker side, I made sure that I applied a nice thin first layer, and then I went ahead and did the same with the white gel as well. And after 2 coats, this is how the gels look. Very nice and creamy, and I didn't get any bubbling whatsoever. Now let's test out this blooming gel. It also has a more thicker consistency, and upon checking on the instructions on the box, they do say you must apply it very thinly, so I went ahead and did exactly that. I applied a very thin coat, and while the blooming gel is wet, I grabbed the white gel and I quickly just created a crocodile print on the surface of the black swatch. After I was done with the design, I waited a few moments so that the gel can bloom, and then I went ahead and cured in my lamp for 60 seconds. I went ahead and did exactly the same with the black on top of the white gel, and this is how they turned out. Really cool design, and I feel like the blooming gel worked really well. Now I'm gonna go in with the top coat, and like I mentioned earlier, also the top coat is nice and thick, and I love that because it is great for topping nail art. It self levels very well and creates a smooth finish on the surface of the nail. This is how the swatches look, and I must say the top coat is really nice, and I also really was impressed at how well the blooming gel worked. Next up is the Polygel. Now I'm not going to really do a full swatch of these because I'm going to use them to create my nails today, but I just wanted you guys to see the colors. They come in clear and a pink, and you can see the clear one is very clear, and I also liked the pink color. Now it's time to swatch the solid cream gel. I'm going to be doing this using the brush that they provided in the little box that it came in, and I'm going to go in with the purple first. And I must say this is the first time I've ever encountered a gel in this form, and I was really surprised at how soft yet hard it was, and it's also very buttery and it's got a slight stickiness to it. I went ahead and applied the first layer, and you can see that it applies really well. It's also not runny, which I'm not used to. Where you apply it, it kind of stays there, so you want to make sure that when you're brushing it on, you're brushing it evenly on the nail. As you can see, I'm able to move it around on the swatch and it doesn't really go anywhere, but I went ahead and swatched all the colors off camera just to save us some time, and I applied some top coat, and this is how the colors look. They are really vibrant and they came out so smooth. I'm so excited to create some nail art with these. The gel brush they provided did such a great job, and it held up really well, and I get to close it and make sure that it stays clean the entire time. Now let's get into the actual building of the nail. I won't be using the jewel forms that came with the kit. I went ahead and glued on some square tips that I have, and I'm doing this using the Modelones base coat. Now I've seen this technique being done by some nail content creators, and I was so excited to try it out. I went ahead and applied a little bit of the base coat on my nail. Next up, I switch on my Meou LED lamp. I'm gonna giggle every time I say that. And then I went ahead and cured the nail. And just like that, the tip is nice and secure. I feel like this is such a great way to attach nails, especially if you're gonna be working with gel products. And every single nail was nice and sturdy and glued down. I think this is going to be the technique I use from now on to glue down my nails. Next up, I went ahead and applied a layer of the base coat on all my nails. And I'm going ahead and pouring out the slip solution into my dampened dish. I'm going to be going in and building my nails using the pink polygel. After that, I'm just grabbing the polygel and squeezing it directly onto my nail. And grabbing the polygel brush provided in the kit, I go ahead and start molding my nail. I will say that the polygels in the kit are more on the softer side, but they do not flood the cuticles and they have a very smooth finish to them, which is something I really like. Some polygels will have a very gritty feel when you are done. This one was very smooth and was also quite easy to mold. As for the slip solution, I didn't like it much. It had a very weird consistency, and when I looked at the label at the back, it said it had glycerine and propylene glycol. I'm just used to alcohol-based slip solution. I also noticed that when I was done, it kind of left a weird residue on the surface of the nails, but I was definitely able to wipe the residue off. And after I was done, this is how the nails looked. I went ahead and gave them the tap test and it sounded really nice. Now I went ahead and grabbed my lint-free wipe and just cleansed the surface of the nail. Again, the slip solution just left a very weird residue, but I was able to wipe it off. Now I'm grabbing the file provided in the kit. I went ahead and scored the side so that I do not cut myself. Went ahead and started shaping my nails, and I must say I didn't like this file. It was very stiff and it got gunked up very quickly. Also, when I filed the surface of the polygel, it was just not comfortable at all. It almost felt like I was filing with a rock. So I just switched over to my normal zebra hand file, and I went ahead and just finished off the filing. After I was done with the filing, I grabbed my buffing block and smoothed everything out. And this is how the nails look after I'm done. I love this shade of pink. I think it's just so complementary to my skin tone. The middle finger looks a little bit transparent because some polygel got underneath. Other than that, I think the nails look perfect. Now it's time to paint the nails. I'm first going to go in with a layer of protein bond. I love doing this step because it just always makes sure that I do not get any bubbles on the surface of the gel, and it also helps with adhesion. Next up, I'm going in with the black gel. When I saw this black gel, I immediately knew that I was wanted to use it because I've been struggling to find a good quality black gel. Most of the ones that I have always bubble up, and it doesn't matter how thin I apply them, they always bubble. Another thing I liked, it was nice and buttery, and it self-leveled very well. I went ahead and did the same for the rest of my nails. Applied 2 coats, and this is how the gel looked after 2 coats. So shiny, so clean, and no bubbles whatsoever. Definitely happy to have this gel. I'm definitely going to be using it a lot. I went ahead and applied a matte top coat off camera just to save some time, and this is how the nails look with some matte on it. Absolutely love. Now it's time to do the nail art. I went ahead and did 2 of my nails off camera. I'm going for a spring theme set. When I saw how vibrant the colors were, I knew I had to create some flowers, and each nail is going to have a different color. I went ahead and did 2 of my nails off camera, and I quickly want to show you guys how I did this. I'm using the back of my nail art brush because my dotting tool is not big enough, and I'm starting with the yellow gel, using that as the middle of my flower. Next up, I'm going in on the orange gel and picking it up with the end of my brush and applying tiny dots all around the yellow dot. Once I'm done with that, I'm taking my thin nail art brush and I'm dragging the orange dots to the yellow dot in the center. And you'll notice that everything is still wet because I kind of like that the colors smush together. It kind of creates dimension on the flower. Once it was done dragging them inwardly, I'll go around and drag them outwards. And I go ahead and cure with the Meou LED lamp. This came in very handy, especially when I was flash curing the nail art. And then I went ahead and brightened up the yellow dot in the center of the nail. Next up, I'm doing another flower on the side, and this one I wanted it to look like it's a flower that hasn't fully opened yet. So I'm starting with the base of the flower. Then I just created 3 petals, just creating strokes and pulling up so that it can give a petal looking effect. Now that I'm done with that, I'm going in and creating the stem of the flower, and I'm just creating some wispy lines, dragging all the way down to the edge of the nail. And I went ahead and added some leaves, and I wanted them to be a little bit pointy and also wanted them to look like daisy leaves, and I wanted to create some other little stems on this side. I took the green from the solid gel and I mixed it up with some black to create a darker green. Then I went back and forth with the 2 greens so that I can have a bit of dimension and a bit of depth with the colors. Now I'm creating another stem for the flower, and this one I wanted it to look like a bud, like it hasn't fully bloomed yet. So I created a nice little stem, then a dot, just a dot at the top, and I went ahead and applied the rest of the detailing. I must say, for the nail art, the solid gel for me were 10 out of 10. I really enjoyed them. They stayed in place. I love the overall look that they have when I was done. I went ahead and created the rest of the flowers off camera, and this is the final look, you guys. I love how these turned out. You'll notice that all the flowers are different colors on each finger, and I absolutely love how they turn out. It's giving spring, it's giving summer, it's giving fun. Also, what I loved about the cream gels is that even though I was painting on a black base, they still were able to be very nice and bright and very vivid. And this is how they looked in the sun. So beautiful. Now, while I was busy with these, there was another set I had in mind that I couldn't get out of my head. So you know what? I went ahead and created it on my left hand using the same stuff from the kit, and this is how this set turned out. So pretty. And I want to quickly show you guys how I created this set. So I cut up a little piece of makeup sponge, and all I'm doing is I'm dabbing into the blue in the solid cream gel and dabbing the excess off, and I'm creating a nice little ombre. Then I applied a layer of the base gel, and on the wet base gel I went ahead and smooshed the butterflies and the stones onto the wet base gel. Then I cured in the lamp for 60 seconds. Then I quickly applied some top coat And this is the final result, you guys. So sparkly. Please let me know what you guys think of the second set. I had to create this one. I think it is absolutely stunning and it is so cute. Just a final glance over everything you get on this kit. The only thing I didn't like here is the slip solution and the file, but the rest of the items are absolutely phenomenal. I'm gonna go ahead and link everything in the description box. And I also just want to thank Modelones for sending over this kit. I had such fun reviewing it, and I feel like a lot of thought went into putting it together. And please let me know between the black set and the blue set, which one is your favorite. And just like that, you guys, we've reached the end of the video. Don't forget to like the video and hit the subscribe button. I'm going to see you guys on the next one very soon. Have a fantastic day wherever you are. Bye, guys.